Hello, everyone. I'm Colleen Vanderzyden, and this is Creating an Inspired Life. As you can see, I'm in a different location. I am on vacation in Cape Cod in Massachusetts. It's been great. I have the ocean right outside my door, and I mean right outside my door. And there are seals out there, and it's been so much fun watching the seals and the waves and all of this. So it's been wonderful. So for those of you who haven't watched before, I'm a medium as well as a spiritual life coach. My passion, my purpose is to help you live your best life. And I do that in lots of different ways with the mediumship and the coaching. And one of the ways I do it is here on this show, where I give a coaching tip every week. And the coaching tip of this week is all about creating more meaning in your life. I've had several clients come to me recently or having some struggles with their lives. They feel lost. They feel like they don't know what to do to move forward. They feel like they should be doing something else, but they don't know what. They feel like they should have a new direction, but they're not sure which direction to go. What's happening when these people are talking to me about this is that they're starting to feel like their lives have lost meaning. They don't know what they want anymore. They're not as satisfied as they used to be. They feel like life should be more meaningful. I'm sure you may have felt like this at times. I know many of us have. We feel like something's missing, but we don't know what. We feel like there should be more to life, and it should be more fun, and it should be more meaningful in everything. And when we get these feelings, we're not sure what to do because we feel like we have to do something, anything to fix this problem. And we see it as a problem, of course, but we try to fix it. We feel like we have to do something. Our lives can be fine. And sometimes I think it's worse if our lives are fine, because then we question more, well, why don't I feel great? You know, there's nothing wrong. But it can strike anyone at any time. Or even if your life is fine or not fine, if you have a life challenge, it could be something small, just a little problem, or it could be something big and significant. And you'll still have that feeling like there should be more. My life should be more meaningful. One of my clients, Mary, came to me for some guidance, and it was interesting talking to her. She had been through all sorts of relationship issues, and the relationship had ended, and she thought in her head that when the relationship ended, everything would go back to just being perfectly normal. She'd feel wonderful. Everything would be great. All of that. But she wasn't feeling that at all. She was feeling very unsure. She didn't know who she was, where she wanted to go. She was questioning everything. She was questioning her friends. She was questioning herself, her job, where she was living, everything. She kept questioning it. It just started to snowball in her head. After ending that relationship, everything was different. And what had happened in discussion, we realized she had lost her connection to herself, and she needed to reconnect to herself. She had been living her life a certain way, and now everything needed to change, and she wasn't sure what to do. Now, I have a friend also who was struggling with a significant health challenge, and I mean significant. When these challenges were resolved for her and she realized she was going to keep living, that's how significant it was, she felt like she needed to do something to make her life more meaningful. At some point, most of us struggle with this, trying to figure out how to create a more meaningful life. And we have so many misconceptions, if you will, as to what a meaningful life can be. We think sometimes that we have to save the world, that we have to become a political activist, that we have to work in third world countries, that we have to sacrifice ourselves and our lives for other people. If that's fun for you, then you go ahead, you do those things. But if it's not, it may not be very meaningful for you. Yes, you might be making a difference, but if you're not enjoying it, then it's not making a more meaningful life. And a more meaningful life is something where you're going to feel more like yourself. You're going to feel satisfied and you're going to feel content. You'll have a purpose. You'll have a reason to get up in the morning. You'll be excited, or at least looking forward to something that you're going to be doing that you like. You'll be doing things that are meaningful to you, not necessarily to other people, but to you. A little while ago, I asked some people on Facebook, when you feel most like yourself, what are you doing? And it's a thought you might consider too. When you feel most like yourself, what are you doing? Interestingly, it was kind of cool to watch the responses, because almost every single one of them came back with something that had to do with creativity or with being outside in nature. And those two go together for me because I know when I'm out in nature, I feel more creative. I think better. People were telling me things that they did that were fun for them. And there were posts about singing and painting, baking, dancing, photography, writing, reading, so many different things. They loved walking outside. They loved being at the beach. They liked working in the yard. They liked traveling, learning. They liked going on their motorcycle. All of these responses were unique for each individual, which is the way it should be, but every one of them had something to do with a certain state of mind. They were having fun. They were enjoying their lives. They were doing things they wanted to do. People who mentioned jobs, because it was only mentioned a few times that they felt most like themselves when they were working, those people, every single one of them was involved in some kind of a spiritual field. So they were either mediums or healers or did something to help other people. And that was their passion, kind of like mine. So when we're having fun, we're feeling creative. We're feeling connected. When you're feeling lost, not sure of yourself, who you are, what you want, what to do, how to move forward, all of that, it's a sign. Your soul is telling you it is time to reconnect to yourself. And the quickest way to do that is to think about what would be fun? What would you like to do? If you're having a problem figuring it out, go back to when you were a child. What did you do when you were a child? What did you love to do as a child? I used to ride my bike through the woods and on these hills and stuff. Now, I'm not about to do that now at my age, but I do like to ride my bike around Lilydale. I like to walk in the woods. So there can be a modification from some of the things you used to do. Maybe you used to paint. You were an artist when you were younger. And you think, it might be fun to get back to that and do something like that. Maybe you've always wanted to play a musical instrument. And you think, maybe this is the time now. I'm going to learn how to do this. It could be so many different things. My client, Mary, who I was telling you about, whose relationship ended, I asked her, what did you do when you were a child that you liked to do? Trying to get her to see how she could connect to herself again. She couldn't think of anything. So that tells you where her state was. Her mind was just off someplace in worry and all of that. She couldn't get past it. So I started talking. I said, well, a class might show up. You might see something in the newspaper or online, learn how to knit, learn how to dance, whatever it could be, and it might spark your interest. And as I said this to her, she kind of perked up a little bit, and I didn't know what was going on. It turned out her grandmother had taught her how to knit when she was younger, and she just remembered it when I was talking about that. And she said, maybe I will do that. My friend with the health crisis learned how to paint, and she was an amazing painter. So if you're feeling lost and you're not sure what to do, not feeling like yourself, wanting more meaning in your life, just find what's fun for yourself. You don't have to save the world unless that's fun for you. You want to go save the world, you go ahead. But a meaningful life is a life that's well lived, one you enjoy, one you're satisfied with and content. So that is my coaching tip of the day. If you're feeling a little bit lost, unsure what to do, have some fun, and that will get you there. You can connect with me at psychicmediumcolleen.com and on Facebook, Colleen Vanderzyden, medium and self-empowerment coach. And we are going to move on to my caller, Colleen from Ohio. Colleen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. I don't get to talk to too many Colleens, so it's so nice to talk to you.
Yeah, never in my life.
Oh, really? How fun is it? Awesome. So how can I help you today?
I don't know. I just want to know if I'll be successful and happy, I guess. I'm trying to start a business.
Yes. And the business you're starting, is this something that you have been thinking about for quite some time now?
Yeah, about 10 years. Probably more than 10
years. Oh, yes. Good. And you've taken some action to move towards this now. You're actually doing something, yes?
Yes, ma'am, I have. Yes.
Okay, because I can feel you organizing things, getting stuff set. I can also feel you talking to yourself in your head quite a bit, starting to question if it's going to work. Are you doing a little bit of that kind of talk?
Yeah, very much so.
Yes. And, the thing is, this is something you've wanted to do for so long. And I'm getting the impression, too, that this career, this job choice, your business choice is something that has been This is interesting. What are you going to be doing? Tell me about it, because I'm getting some weird vibes and I want to know more about it.
So I drew some like abstract Buddha heads and lotus with an eye, and I paint, and I want to put all of them on hoodies and T-shirts. And I want to call it tree thuggers. I want to do Mylar hats and patchwork as well. So, and then
okay,
I want to start an alternative art therapy class with sex abuse victims.
Oh, amazing. No wonder I was getting weird vibes, because I was like, where am I going with these feelings here? Because, and what I was feeling, like, I'm glad you verified this for me, because I was feeling like it was, how can I put it? It's off the beaten path. It's not a normal thing to happen, of course.
Definitely not.
Yes. And there's the feeling of wanting to make sure, you reach the right people. And I'm getting the impression, tell me if you've done this yet, that you have reached out to organizations who help women who have been abused and all of these things. You've reached out to these organizations, haven't you already?
Yes, I have.
Okay, perfect. Because there is that. And I'm also feeling you reaching out to medical professionals as well. And by that, I mean counselors, doctors, things like that. And this is very good, because do you already have a group already set up around you? Are you teaching people already and helping them, shall I say? Guiding them is a better word. Do you already have a small group?
I have, but not intentionally.
That's okay.
In the past 4 months, I've had a lot of people call me and tell me that I've helped them and that they're still painting.
Okay. Okay, so I think my internet's giving us some problems, so I'm not so sure if I'm going to catch everything or if you'll catch everything I'm saying, so I'm just going to keep talking. Because I am feeling around you a small group, and I can feel that you're helping them. And because of this, I can feel that these people that you're helping are going to kind of spread the word, if you will. And I feel you going into support groups and talking to the people there and doing like mini workshops. There's so much involved here. And I can feel you, oh, this is interesting too, pairing up with someone in the medical field. Do you have someone that you're going to pair up with?
Not that I know of.
Okay, because I'm feeling you're going to be. So keep that in the back of your mind, because this is what I'm seeing. I don't know if you have counseling training, psychology training, those kinds of things. I'm feeling like you're helping the people with the therapy and everything, and somebody else is going to be there to help further with some of the psychological problems that are going to come up. And it's a great pairing. Okay, this is a great pairing. It's going to work so very well. You're going to feel very, I'm talking about meaningful. I'm talking about meaningful tonight in my topic, and this is meaningful. And it's meaningful to you, and it's meaningful to other people because you want to be helping them. And this is perfect. Tell me if this is accurate. Have you had personal experience in this area, these areas of traumas and things?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and because I was feeling that obviously, and I just wanted to confirm that because your experiences are going to make you very relatable. People are going to be able to relate to you and feel comfortable talking to you. They're going to trust you. So don't question where you're going with this. Don't even really question how you're going to get there, because the way I'm seeing it, you've been thinking about this for so long. The universe is now saying, okay, it's time. And everything's just going to come. You keep taking your action steps, keep reaching out to people, keep talking to people, keep helping people, all of those things, and it's all going to just come to you. It's just going to come right to you. And okay, there's a feeling of you having a little bit of a tendency to overwork. So if you get really into this and you start talking to yourself a little bit and you just feel like you have to keep going, and you're starting to pressure yourself, don't forget to take some time off. Have a little bit of fun. You don't have to save the world, is apparently my message tonight. You don't have to save the world. It's just one person, one little group at a time. And you've got to make sure you take care of yourself so you have that energy to help everybody else. There's also going to be a big write-up in a newspaper of some sort, whether it's online or a physical newspaper these days, you never know. But there is going to be a write-up. Okay, so be prepared for that. I don't know when it will be, but if the opportunity comes up, do not talk yourself out of this, because I know you're going to think about it. You're going to say to yourself, oh, no, I can't do that. No, I don't want to do that. And even if somebody contacts you to do, an interview on a cable show or something like this, and you think, oh, I don't know if I could talk about that for whatever. Yes, you can. You're going to, oh my goodness, I'm going to give you so much information right now. You're going to come up with your story. You want your story to be able to share it to people. Say, I experienced this. Obviously you share what you feel is comfortable for you. And then this is how you got out of it. This is what you learned and this is what you did. And as you share that story with people, that's what's going to draw people in. People are going to see you as a human that they can relate to and that you would understand them. And it's going to be amazing. It's absolutely going to be amazing. Oh my goodness, this is so much fun. You've got so much. It is interesting. It is like the universe is catching up with you. The universe is catching up with your thoughts and your ideas and is wanting to help you. So this is amazing. I'm so excited for you. Yes. So this small group that you got going, have you noticed that they're having great success?
I've actually only talked to a couple people about it. I have the papers that I just finished yesterday. I'm trying to do a women's circle. As you were saying, everything you just said, all I could think about was the girls they just found up in Michigan.
Okay, perfect. So you're going, it's going to work. I'm telling you, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. It's going to be amazing. And I will let you go then, Colleen. I could talk to you all night, but I won't. Okay. And have fun with this. Have fun. Okay. I know it's a touchy topic, but you can still have fun. You're welcome. It was nice talking to you. And that was Colleen. And next we're going to move on to Tamika from Australia. Tamika, how are you? Are you there, Tamika?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, there you are. So how can I help you today?
I'm just wondering in regards to my relationship, where that's going, and my purpose in life. What's my purpose and my relationship?
Okay. It's interesting. The relationship I'm feeling around you feels pretty good to me. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, good. Well, the reason I ask is because whenever anybody asks about a relationship, there's usually issues, but I'm not feeling any, okay? So that was throwing me off. I was like, what is happening? I don't usually have people that are actually having good relationships talking to me. So that was really funny. And it feels fine to me. I'm not feeling any issues with it, obviously, at all. So I don't think you need to worry about that at all. Now, in terms of your purpose in life, this is interesting because I feel like you've been moving along on a very good path and things have been working well for you. Has that been happening?
Yes, it has. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not feeling issues there either. So this is fun. Congratulations, you're calling in and you don't have problems. Yes. But, I'm not feeling anything weird. Now, tonight I've been talking about finding meaning in life. And I am feeling this about you, which is interesting. We'll talk about timing, that things are going well in your life, but I'm also feeling like you are looking for something more as well, like some, icing on the cake to me. Do you have children by any chance?
Yeah.
Because
yes, I
am
do.
feeling Okay, because I am feeling kids around you, and I'm feeling fun with that too.
Yeah.
And when I'm feeling this meaningful part of life, it's for you, it does involve being outside. Do you very much like to be outside?
I love being outside.
Okay, because I want to be outside as much as possible. The energies I'm getting right now from you are to be outside. There's the feeling of wanting to make sure you're really connected to the nature because it helps you kind of clear your stress out and relax a little bit more.
Yep.
Do you also like to be on the water? I want to be on water right now.
Yes, I love water. It's my favorite place ever.
Oh, okay, then I'm definitely connected with you because I definitely want to be by the water, on the water, near the water, all of these things. The thing that I'm getting with you too is you are not a person who has a lot of needs. And by that, I feel you being comfortable and happy with actually a rather simple life. It doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to have the best of everything. You have your head on straight is what I'm being told here. Yeah. You have your head on straight. You know what's really important in life. You're not the materialistic person. You're not a jerk. These things. You understand.
That's very true.
You understand that your relationships with people are what's most important. I do get a very close family vibe around you and people very much loving you and you taking care of people. Do you work with children by any chance?
I do, but I don't. I'm not working at the moment, but I have children and I work with a lot of youth, but I don't actually, it's not like a paid job. I just do it because I love doing it.
Okay, because I was getting a bit of the teaching energy that comes through when I get somebody who works with kids and who guides them. And you totally have that energy about you. You have the energy of wanting to always help and encourage. You're an encouraging, supportive person. I would not be concerned about finding your purpose in life or anything like that because you are living it right now. You are actually living this. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. And other things, if they come in, you'll know to follow them because you're smart and you have a good head. You think, you understand, you know what's most important. So you will make the right choices just because that's who you are. And, you have such a good way about you. And you'll be encouraging other people when it comes to them making the right choices. So you're going to... Yes. So you are just wonderful. You are absolutely wonderful. Oh, it's so nice to talk to somebody who is actually having a nice life and doesn't have anything really weighing on them. I must say, it's quite a joy for me. Most of us have so many problems. We want to just keep, we have to focus on them and try to figure out how to fix them. For you, it's just, you just keep living and you just keep having a good time because you're just doing it. It's awesome. It's just awesome.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like living in the moment. From an outsider looking in, sometimes my life looks really chaos, but I'm a very optimistic person and I make the best out of absolutely every situation that's given to me. So, and I'm a spiritual teacher as well. So I teach a lot and I write a lot to help people.
Okay, no wonder. It makes even more sense. I love it. Well, Tamika, it was so nice talking to you. You just go on and keep living your awesome life. And maybe I'll talk to you again sometime.
I was just wondering one more thing. In regards to children, like having children, do you feel any more children coming to me, around me at the moment? Because I'm curious to know what you were picking up there.
Well, I only have about 30 seconds left, but yes, I do feel another child coming. So whether it's yours or you're going to be connecting with someone else, I don't know. But yes, I do feel another child.
I'm actually pregnant right now.
Okay, there we go. Okay, good. Well, I'm going to have to let you go, Tamika, because I'm going to have to wrap it up. But I'm happy to hear you're pregnant since I was feeling something like that. Thanks for calling. It was nice talking to you. You're welcome. And that was Tamika from Australia. Oh, it's so much fun to talk to people from all over the world and to get such different questions and different ideas. So this week, just remember, if you're feeling like you need to figure out your direction, you need more meaning in your life, just do some fun things. It's not superficial to do that. Because if you're living your life and you're having fun, then you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And that makes it meaningful for you and you'll be satisfied. Don't feel like you have to meet up with the big dreams and all that stuff. You don't have to. If it's your big dream, yes, but not somebody else's big dream. Just have some fun. That was my coaching tip of the day. You connect with me at psychicmediumcolleen.com and on Facebook, Colleen Vanderzyden, Medium and Self-Empowerment Coach. Thanks for watching and listening, and I will talk to you next week. Goodbye.